everybody, to the We Hate Anime podcast, the only anime podcast that doesn't want to be here today. I'm your host, Mike. Joining me is Moth.
What the hell does that mean?
And Sudoku FGC.
Wait, what do you mean, like, we don't want to be here?
This call only started fucking 10 minutes ago, and I've already had enough of you.
Alright, so you're telling me that I gotta take the Moth scale down from my 5, which I'm at right now, to about a 3.
I mean, considering there are topics that we weren't going to discuss that you literally jumped into the fucking pot. I'm gonna post this now. Huh.
Okay, that's fair. Alright, Mike, hit us with the Patreon.
If you like this podcast, as I do sometimes, you can go to patreon.com/wehateanime and donate to us for as little as $1 a month. You can help us out. Trust me, I could really use the help right now. This whole operation runs more smoothly with a little more grease. If you want to help even more than that, for as little as $5, you can get a special role in our Discord. $15 gets you a shout out on the podcast. And $25, I believe it's $25, you can request an episode.
Speaking of which, we gotta make good on that next week.
Yep, I was about to announce that we're doing it next week.
Alright, announce it
next
then.
week, Gotchi, the only person we have at the producer level, is going to get their request. We're going to be watching City Hunters, and I hope you all look forward to it. Yeah. With that said, I am now going to hand it over to Moth, so that he can do the things that he wants to do.
Well, I was thinking, like, we got Sudoku, who's a theater kid, we got Mike, who was a band kid, and we got me, who was loud. And I figure, we could do a...
Wait, I'm sorry. I was in band for 1 year. See? Why did you just assume I was a band kid?
I didn't even know you were in band, I just guessed. But
I was a theater kid too.
I'm honestly, I imagined you to be like a trombone kid, or like I don't know, what's that instrument that has to wrap around you?
Tuba. Actually, that's a sousaphone.
Yeah, I imagined you to be one of those kids.
No, for your record, my first year in acting in the Thespian Club, I got the lead role in fucking Shakespeare.
Which Shakespeare?
It was Macbeth.
Oh, the worst one.
That is not true.
Honestly, there's only
Romeo
one work
and Juliet
of his.
Is right there.
I mean, yeah, and the only one I actually like is Midsummer's Night Dream. So, you know, whatever.
That one is based. So you're good.
Yeah, the only reason you like Midsummer's Night's Dream is because it's about tripping on salvia in the woods.
And the main character's kind of pucky. Oh gosh, Sudoku, is there like
so
NASCAR
sorry.
right outside your house?
Well,
anyway,
welcome to Oklahoma, baby.
So anyway, I was gonna say, like, we got all these guys. I was gonna do a team building exercise. I was gonna lead in, and I was gonna have just Mike and Sudoku harmonize with me. Okay.
I'm not doing that.
No, we're gonna do it. All right, ready?
This is not what my degree is for.
You know these lyrics. Come on, let's do this. All right.
Oh my God.
Ready, Mike?
What? I'm not ready.
All right. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. I am in love with the McDonald's girl. She's got a smile. Wait, really?
I don't know.
Bob, this is the most cringe thing you've done today.
Why are we gonna do the McDonald's girl
And
song?
you went to church today.
Let's just out me as a Christian. Thanks.
Owned.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have no idea what the fuck you're trying to sing, Mom.
The McDonald's girl song?
No, I don't fuck girls who go to McDonald's.
No, it's a song, like, it was written during, like, the 90s puka shell necklace era when we had, like, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. And it's literally a song about a bunch of grown men in their late 20s at the time hitting on a 15-year-old, like, part-time employee at McDonald's.
Moth, I was like 5 throughout the 10 years of the 90s.
I hate everybody.
I hate anime. Hey, bring it back.
Brought it back.
Oh, by the way, I know I posted this on Twitter, but just real fast so we can get the crap out of the way. There is a live queen ant running around the backseat of my car somewhere.
Still?
And, yeah, I just gave up on looking for her. And the biggest problem with that is there are tons of half-eaten French fries like behind those seats. So I'm about 90% sure I'm going to get a colony that I did not ask for.
This is what happens when you fuck around with bugs. You find out.
Well, like you guys know that I'm like really into myrmecology, right?
Yeah, you want to fuck mermaids. I get it.
No. That's
Nice.
that's Pisca sapiophilia or something like that. Anyway, no, myrmecology is the study of ants. It is the insect sub-study of ants. And I even have a formicarium for my ants, and they keep killing each other and dying. But I was gonna get a new ant. I saw it right in front of my house. I picked it up. I remembered I had a vial in my car, so I went to go get the vial to put the ant in the vial. And she committed kamikaze off my hand onto the seat and just ran between the seat. And now I'm screwed.
Why didn't you wait until you had the vial to pick the ant up?
Because the first rule of ant catching is the moment you take your eyes off it, it runs away.
Why do I mean, I guess. I don't know anything. The only thing I know about ants is that I don't like them.
Okay, that's fair. So, expect to hear that I died in a car crash in about 3 weeks.
You won't die in a car crash. You'll just, you just won't be able to eat in the car anymore.
You'll have to share your food.
So that's what's going on with me. Mike, are you going to talk about the big M coming up in your life?
Oh, yeah. The reason why supporting the Patreon would be pretty cool right now is that I am about to move to Ohio.
Yo,
That is the worst decision you could make. All right.
No,
better than
I live in Arkansas. There's no the worst decision I could ever make was being born.
Actually, wait, Sudoku, you're in Oklahoma, right?
Yes.
I actually have an Oklahoma story for you. Okay. So a good section of my family lives in either Ohio or Oklahoma. It's really sad, actually. A good part of my American family.
I'm sorry they live in Oklahoma.
Dude, it's bad. A good part of my American family lives in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Ohio, those areas. My niece became a stripper, which, I honestly expected my family to take that a whole lot worse than they did. But my 19-year-old niece added me on Facebook the other day. Now, bear in mind, she's in Oklahoma, and she
I don't like where this is going.
She added me as a friend on Facebook the other day. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I looked and she's like, come see my show. I perform every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoon. I'm like, oh, so you're not even B-list. You're right there with the C-section strippers. And I'm laughing at it. I'm thinking it's really funny. And then I tell my dad about it. And he's like, that's cool. Do you think we can book her for my funeral?
That's the Oklahoma story, everybody. Please.
The only thing in Oklahoma is strippers and NASCAR.
If you didn't die inside when this podcast started, you're dead now.
In my town, we have a military base, and we have on that side of town. There's the gate, and if you drive another 15
oh shit,
minutes,
your town has a gate? What the? That's crazy.
I can tell you, Fairbanks doesn't have a gate. I could drive right up to Fairbanks Army military base and be like, hey, can I get on? They're like, why? And I'm like, I want to go into your base to eat Domino's. And they're like, all right, you good.
Because there's the base, and then you drive straight west. You get to
until you're out of Oklahoma.
You get to a strip club called Dragon West. And then if you turn left there is a bar called Scooters. It's a country bar.
I'm gonna pee myself.
That's my town, baby. We also have a bunch of really good Korean food.
What?
There's a huge Korean population here.
I mean, friggin' Togiak, Alaska has a random Mexican restaurant, and it's a population of 500 people. So
Based.
I mean, white people like the taste of Hispanic food.
No, but that's the thing. Togiak is a village. It's a tribe. It is a reservation, Mike.
I mean, once you get colonized, baby, you get assimilated or you die.
They literally just do cannery work. It's that's it. It's just a cannery town. And I'm actually really happy that they got the rights to do Cannery back, because they didn't have it for a while, and now the town is thriving again. Hey,
No,
Seattle, if any of our listeners are from Seattle, go to hell. I hate you.
They're already in Seattle.
I know, but like, I need you to understand, Seattle actively tries to screw the Alaska fishing industry over every chance they get, and I hate all of them.
Seattle screws everyone over everywhere.
Dude, I think like the only
Especially if you
reason...
live in Seattle.
The only reason to go to Seattle at one point was there was a Fry's electronics store in there, and Fry's filed for bankruptcy. So Seattle's dead to me.
I have no opinion on Seattle, except that my Canadian friend goes there every now and again, so maybe it's not so bad. I don't know. She's a basic-ass white girl, though, so who's to say?
That's fair. Sudoku, I swear I've asked you this already, but your military base, right outside of it, is there a Target?
Target is about a 10-minute drive from the gate.
Okay. All right. I needed to know. I'm sorry. That's all I want to know.
There is a barber shop outside.
About like creepily at about the 2-mile mark outside the base, are there a bunch of like payday loans?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know why that is?
Because military men beat their wives.
No, it's because they actually had to set up a law that lenders and like loan shark industries, like payday loans, can't set up shop within a certain distance from the base to discourage like soldiers to get even more into crippling debt, because soldiers are terrible with their money.
Yes, they are. My brother was one. I think I've talked about that on the podcast before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Feel free to talk about more stories of your brother's exploits and being shit.
My brother's really cool. He has a mullet.
Okay, you can just stop. You can just stop.
At one point, he had mutton chops.
I get it, man. Like I get it. Like I'm sure he owns many a wife beater. He's probably a big fan of dip.
He drives a
Hey, wife beaters are fine. Like when you go to the gym,
let me go, before you say it, Doku. Before you say it, let me guess. He drives
an El Camino
Dodge pickup truck.
No, he drives. Well, yeah, actually, yes. He also drives a Chevy Blazer.
No, wait. Actually, yeah.
How many of his cars have all 4 tires? I need to know.
One is on jack stands right now.
He has two dogs. One,
I think he just
he
got
has
the El
two
Camino
dogs.
running.
One a big one and one small one.
No, I need to do this because it just seems like we're dunking on flyover states. If given the chance, I would absolutely live in a flyover state over a coastal state, and I need to emphasize that. Like, I hate both the East and the West Coast with a burning passion, and I would gladly live on like a state bordering the coast or a flyover state before I would live on either coast.
Oh, I gotta tell you all about my brother's fucking El Camino. I was the last time I rode in it, the dashboard was on the floor.
I called it, Mike.
He was driving it.
Camino. Mike, I claimed there was an El Camino. I called it.
My brother's based though. He's a. I had to pick him up from a bar once, last year, and as we were walking out, this was last year. As we were walking out, he was yelling. This is a military bar. He was walking out, he was yelling, "Fucking police."
Yo! This is no, stop. Your brother is a classic redneck. Yeah!
Yes,
he's an outlaw country redneck.
He was walking out of this country military bar yelling "fuck the police, Black Lives Matter."
Fuck
then
yeah.
So he was drunk, so he moved his gun because he was leaving his truck there, and he was moving his gun into my car so I could take him home, so that he wouldn't leave his gun there overnight.
Because that was the most valuable thing about that truck.
Yes. I take him home. I forget his gun is in my glove box. He forgets his gun is in my glove box. The 2 days pass. I go over for family dinner, and my mom is telling me how my brother filed a police report for a missing gun. So I was like, which gun is it? Because he has multiple, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I got multiple guns. Any good American does.
And she was like, it's the handgun. So I go out to my car. I get it. And it's like, is it this one? She was like, oh, God.
What is it, by the way? I need to know what your brother's tastes.
I don't know. It is a gun.
Is it a 1911? Is it a Keltec? Like, what is it?
I think it's a 1911.
Gosh dang it. Okay, your brother's trash.
Yeah, he's white trash.
Yeah,
Hell
but, like,
yeah.
I hate the 1911 with every fiber.
There's still a police report out for that gun.
Like, if you want a good 1911, you're paying upwards of like $2,000, or else you get the Jam Master Supreme, and then you just paid $2,000 for a 7-round 45 that sucks to wield, weighs 30 damn pounds, unloaded. I hate them.
Your brother seems like the type of guy who would invite like the black neighbors over to the barbecue and then beat the shit out of his friend who says something about it.
Yeah,
Well,
he would. He's exactly that person. He is Squirrely Dan from Letterkenny.
Your brother is a dying breed of redneck. I you know what? I'm gonna smash a beer over my head in his honor.
Would you say he's one of the good ones, Mike?
He's one of the he's a dying breed. I come from those. Like granted, my parents became more racist. Like my dad owned a giant Confederate flag with like an image of skeletons coming out of the ground and the words "We will rise again" superimposed on it.
I can't tell you how many biomed offices I've walked in Alaska that have like the "Don't Tread on Me" flag on them. It's great.
My dad owns one.
Just so you know, people, the people who fix your stuff are generally the Republicans or Libertarians. So try not to piss them off if they're going to fix your stuff.
Yeah.
Alternatively, anyone who has a Gadsden flag enjoys being stepped on. This is a universal law.
I guess I need to give me a flag.
They're just bratty subs. That's all they are. They're just
I don't
bratty
even know
subs.
what a Gadsden flag is.
Shut your dumb ass
What is a
up.
Gadsden flag?
You stupid fucking, you dumb fucking pseudo-libertarian.
This is my favorite thing about whenever I have to deal with a liberal. Hey, what does this mean? You're an idiot. Shut up.
You know what? I'm glad you asked, so I didn't have to.
What the fuck? That's the name
it's the Don't
of
Tread
the...
on Me flag.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's called the Gadsden flag because it was designed by some asshole named Gadsden or whatever.
Oh, do you know the Ferris wheel was created by Henry Ferris?
No, but I know that Ferris wheels are giant death traps that are fun to kiss on.
Okay, yeah, but like, I guess that makes sense that like the Gadsden flag is called that. Oh, that's why the Great Gatsby is called that, because based off a dude named Gatsby.
Yeah, and that's why Dune's called Dune, because it's about a dune.
No, it's about Arrakis.
So anime.
All right, so here we go. We are doing the seasonal review a month late.
Yeah. Oh, should we talk about the shows we watched from last season?
Yeah, I mean, really, everybody ate well last season. It was really weird.
Yeah, last season was like really good.
I don't watch shit, and I watched like 3 shows last season.
I think I watched 7. That's how good last season was. The fact that like shows that I would be watching this season, I didn't watch last season because there were too many to watch, just tells you how good last season was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this season is a little light on meat.
This season is isekai hell.
This season has a few good continuations. Like
Tokyo Revengers.
It's not a continuation.
Standing on 1 Million Lives has its 2nd season. I'm looking forward to watching that.
Iruma-kun.
Yeah. God, I love Iruma-kun. I need to go back and watch season 2.
Wait, you actually like Iruma-kun?
Yeah, I watched the entire 1st season. I like that show a lot.
Really, you actually like that show?
Yes.
That's so weird. It's actually good. I didn't think you'd like it.
It's funny. The characters are cute, and I like their designs, except for the fox girl. She has the weird hair that curls up. I don't like that part.
Oh, you're not going to like season 2.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's all about her wanting to raw dog a Shota.
Oh no. I like her. I just don't like that one aspect of her design. She's actually probably my favorite character.
Oh no, that's Clara's mom.
She's a giant fucking like MILF, and I love characters with MILF energy.
Dude, she's
and
16.
And like MILF energy transcend actual age.
She's 16.
Mitsuru from Persona 3 is a MILF, okay?
Dude, Clara's mom is still the best character, if I'm being honest with you.
Clara's family are the best characters in general. Anytime every single episode that features the Clara family, they have to do a fucking musical.
And they continue it into season 2.
Yes.
Yeah,
but last season had a bunch of great shit in it. Like that was Dinah Zenon. That was fucking
Odd Taxi.
Odd Taxi is really great. I didn't finish it though.
Dude, the last episode kicks you right in the dick.
I'll probably get back to that because I've been a little busy with life stuff mostly, but and Homestuck. Still reading that.
I haven't.
You get one.
This must have been how everybody felt when I was like, guys, have you ever heard of this book that came out in 1965 called Dune? Because like you realize Homestuck is done, right?
Yeah,
it's over.
Technically, it's not done. There is a Homestuck too. Which isn't done.
It's called Undertale.
I am fucking losing my mind right now thinking about how Dune is boomer Homestuck.
No.
We need to move on.
I don't know that much about Dune, but I do know it has like a very rich, deep world. And yeah, the Homestuck is Zoomer, is millennial Dune for sure.
I'm actually having an uncontrolled eye spasm right now, Mike.
Now you know what it's like for me to exist within your presence.
I will say the one thing that actually, with the new movie coming out, I really want to get Titty like in a private conversation about this. Is
you could just call him cute, mute, prude. You can call him prude.
That is
you can call him mute.
difficult. Like
you can call him tid. You don't have to call him breast.
Titty winks. Titty winks. No, it's. So I'm well aware, like, I know I pretend to be stupid, but I'm well aware of what Dune is, a lot of what it represents, and there's a reason it is the #1 science fiction book of all time. Like, Dune got its place, and it deserves it.
I'm sorry, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is sitting right there.
Absolutely not.
Damn, I wish I could read.
Stephen Lynch, or was it Stephen Lynch? I can never, something Lynch. Freaking Lynch, dude who did Twin Peaks.
David Lynch.
David Lynch, thank you. Though Eraserhead was trash, and I refuse to let anybody acknowledge that it was
Shut
good.
the fuck up. Go the fuck away.
Dick, Mike. So like when David Lynch came out and did the Dune movie, he didn't focus on the politics, he didn't focus on the colonialism, he didn't focus on any of the depth in the book, which I think lended to the series, that movie being such a good movie, because it allowed it to be a timeless piece, because it doesn't touch on things that become relevant or less relevant depending on the generation watching it.
Wait.
Okay, Mike?
Mog's just implied that incorporating the themes of colonialism will make something less timeless. And he's doing this while talking about Dune, a book that is timeless, that heavily features those themes. And he's talking about the adaptation that most people don't like.
It's a practical effect masterpiece, though. That movie is phenomenal for what Lynch was able to accomplish with the technology we had in the era. I'm actually legitimately worried that this new remaster is going to rely too heavily on actual 3D CGI special effects, which that isn't inherently wrong. Like, Michael Bay can make practical and special effects work at the same time. That's fine.
Moth, are you familiar with Denis Villeneuve, the director making the movie?
No.
He's the one who did the Blade Runner sequel.
Oh, that movie was awful. To be fair, though, Blade Runner, like, 2020 was awful as well, so, like, I can't really...
Wait, did you just say the same movie was awful twice?
Well, no, like the original Blade Runner takes place in like 2020 or something. And that's what I meant. Like, not Blade Runner 2049. I mean, like, Blade Runner was awful.
I haven't ever seen Blade Runner, so I can't really... I can't give Moth too much shit yet. Just
Listen,
wait, though.
I'm
The
not
time's
someone
coming.
that sucks off the original Blade Runner. I think it's very flawed, but I think fucking speech at the end is one of the single best monologues in all of fiction.
Okay, alright, no, like, you can do that. You can do that, because A Few Good Men, the courtroom scene is great. Like, I get that. But, like, you can't just say that, you know, that one scene redeems an entire movie. It's a good sequence in a movie.
No. Because everything about that movie, all of its themes are leading up to that. Because the entire original Blade Runner movie is about a guy whose job it is to decommission robots who have lived longer than they should have, and the fucking antagonists, or more so the real protagonists, are all running from him, and he's hunting them down. And the movie ends, it culminates in this fantastic scene where one of them, after fighting on this raining fucking rooftop, gives this impassioned monologue about how he, like, deserves to live. And then he gets got. It's amazing.
Okay, and you know what? If not for the fact that there wasn't all that much good cinema at the time, that movie would have been forgotten like Tears in the Rain.
That is the
That
worst.
movie was forgotten for like a little bit there.
No, it wasn't. The same people who will constantly make you watch the first Alien will always bring up Blade Runner.
The first Alien's good!
Yeah, the first Alien is a masterpiece in feminism. This is the only good feminist movie I've ever seen. Well, no, Aliens 2. And technically, I liked Aliens 4. I know that's not a popular opinion, but I did.
So anime.
I think I just killed Mike.
I'm just convinced Moth thinks feminism is when women.
Feminism.
Yes. So Backflip was good last season.
Everything was good last season. I got Crunchyroll pulled up right now. Let me take a look at what spring 2021 was.
I've got our season list pulled up. Like, there was fucking Zombieland Saga Revenge, which was phenomenal.
Burning Comedy.
Moth, you finally got a 2-part episode for your girl in Zombieland Saga.
Which one? Oh, yeah, I quit watching about the time, I think it was The Little Zombie got an episode, and I was so bored I stopped watching.
That is Lily's episode's one of the best episodes.
Isn't that the trans one?
Yes, they do a fantastic joke in that episode where she is you'd only get the joke if you speak Japanese, because she is a Rakugo. She's number 4. And because of that, when in this talent show, she performs a Rakugo show. It's funny. Ha 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 ha. It's awesome.
To Your Eternity started last season, and it's been great.
I should get around to watching that.
You really should. Really good. Cestus was everybody's generic shonen that they could enjoy.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Fight me.
The show sucked.
There's no one.
Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro showed a really good adaptation that didn't rely so much on the ecchi aspect of the manga, and I appreciated it a lot.
I'm actually interested to watch more of that.
Don't.
I heard it got better.
So no, it's good. Toy With Me Nagatoro was actually a pretty good anime, and it was pretty faithful to the manga. Yeah. I'm not going to drop us down the rabbit hole of localization, because I know I'm the only person on our podcast with a good opinion on localization.
No, your opinion is trash because it's uneducated.
My opinion
is literally knee-jerk and stupid.
My opinion is literally that I would rather have 100% culturally accurate stuff, even if I don't understand it. That's it. That's my entire opinion.
You wouldn't
understand it. You wouldn't enjoy it.
You would rather shit be transliterated.
What did you just say?
You would rather shit be transliterated. You would rather it be completely literal, so you don't understand what the fuck's going on.
Yes.
God, people like you are why fucking the anime community sucks so much.
No.
In general,
Funimation is why the anime community sucks.
Funimation kind of trash. But in general, I tend to trust people who speak the language more than people who don't. And I don't speak the language, so I don't trust me.
But we also got Cells at
who-
Work Black.
Was that last season? Or was that season before?
That was the season before.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, never mind. You're right. We got Burning Kabaddi, which was some of the best eye candy we saw. Mike, your favorite, 86.
What are you talking about? Burning comedy? What the fuck was that?
Burning Kabaddi. It's based off a Eastern sport about adult tag.
I don't know what that is.
I think you're gaslighting us.
No,
You just made
I
this
literally
up.
talked about it for 3 weeks straight last season. None of you listened to me.
Yeah, because when you open your mouth, demons come out.
All right, speaking of demons, Tokyo Revengers is still going strong, though luckily we're kind of in a slowdown. Like, that anime ran straight into a brick wall so hard, it was amazing to watch, and now they're like, hey, we just ran into a brick wall. Let's slow down a bit before we run into the brick wall next to it. And I really appreciate that, because I can actually catch my breath with this anime now.
And I continue to not watch it. We also had 86.
I said
a
that.
fucking insane show.
80, I don't know. 86 just comes off a little bit too colonizer for me. I don't want to touch it.
I don't even think you know what that word means. 86 is the only issue with 86, the second episode, where they just have the characters stare at the camera and tell you what the moral of the story is. Everything else about it's super great. Like, fucking phenomenal. That show's special,
Actually,
and it already has a second season. I can't wait.
That scene was really nice because it let me put the rest of the season in context.
You just say things. You just open your mouth and you allow the words to come out.
Yep.
We also had Vivi Florid Eyes song, which is still my favorite from last season. That show's kick.
I want to watch that one. I need to watch Gridman so I can watch the robot.
Wasn't that one just Blade Runner?
I could see people drawing comparisons to Blade Runner because Vivi Florid Eyes song is definitely cyberpunk, but it's not really that similar.
Okay. My hell will never seem to stop. Fruits Basket is still going, and I'm so mad.
Yo, Base, I need to watch that.
I need you to understand, Fruits Basket will always hold a place in my heart as why the hell did I have to watch this when I was 12 years old?
Doku, are you with me that you kind of like in Fruits Basket?
I hate all of it.
I've only seen like 2 episodes of the original series, and I really recently, I took an anime class in college and we watched that, and I fucking loved it. Oh,
I need
this
you to
shit's great.
understand.
I need to watch it.
I need you to understand. Like, if not for Nezuko, that anime would actually be enjoyable.
I like the wolf guy.
I like the cat guy.
I like
He's
the
good,
cow.
too.
In retrospect, the cat guy was probably one of my first guy crushes.
You said that, and then Phoebe immediately just barged into the room.
I'm sorry. When you said Phoebe, I thought the old teacher from Boy Meets World walked into your room.
No, that's my cat.
So
Be the cat.
So now that we've talked about all the great stuff from last season, it's on the list. I want to break up
Wait, we didn't talk about Godzilla.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Vanishing
Godzilla
Point, right?
Singular point.
Godzilla was good. I didn't understand a single word they fucking said.
Yeah, Godzilla was good. I need to get back to watching that. That is a really good show.
The writers are way smarter than me. Don't worry about it.
I'm kind of worried because I've seen the shit gets complex memes, and I'm like, how complex can Jet Jaguar punching Godzilla with a Godzilla tooth be?
That show's good. And Backflip was really good. It's confirmed that it's getting a movie, so I'm very excited because I fucking loved that show. That was my favorite show from that season.
You mean to tell me you like cute boys doing gymnastics?
Yes,
Based.
but not just because they're cute. This is a good show. It made me cry a couple times.
Yeah. It's because you're weak. The weakness is inside of you. We have to make you watch manly shit like Fairy Ranmu.
I honestly liked that anime a lot.
And I think it's because of your latent homosexuality.
It's not. Any guy who works that hard to make his body look that good is worthy of respect.
They have magic powers. They didn't work for it.
Yeah, they do the ultimate cheat. They just fucking magic it.
All right, well, we have that in the real world. It's called Trembling. Speaking
of things that are in the real world that aren't in the real world, let's talk about the anime from this season. Yeah. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Season 2.
You know, I'm actually convinced while watching Season 2 that the mangaka, we are not the target demographic for Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Us as guys, like, no matter what our sexuality is, no matter what we are not the target audience. The target audience of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Mage is fujoshis in Japan who are borderline neets who need to enter the workforce and learn about consent. And it does a really good job of that.
This is one of the best shows this season.
I wouldn't say that at all.
I've only seen the first episode of the second season of the show because I'm that guy.
I mean, the OP and the ED are good. I like that a lot.
The OP is so good.
The cool thing about Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is that it's episodic as shit. Like, it's just a gag show, and there's only kind of some story stuff, so you could just start here.
Yeah.
Although the first season is also awesome.
I love the opening because it just starts with just a reference to Nichijou, and it's just very
It's
good.
just I remember watching it and I was like, these guys should sue.
Really, I felt it reminded me a lot of
it's the same
Wagnaria.
people.
It reminded me a lot of Wagnaria, actually. The intro?
Stop calling it... Just call it working! That's what everyone calls it!
No, it's Wagnaria.
Moth. Shut the fuck up.
I will say, I think Kobayashi's Dragon Maid would be a lot better if you removed one character.
Mike, excuse me, it's
what is that one character?
Kobayashi-san, no... Wait, hold on, the whole... Never mind.
Mike, who's the character?
Okay, there is one character that I think I could do without, and it's one you haven't seen, Doku. There is a little girl who peeves on the little girl dragon, and it's very uncomfortable.
If you removed her from the equation, that would make that anime 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I also am a little... If you were going to make that change, also maybe remove the Shota guy.
Nope. You've gone too far. You've gone too far, Mike. You need to reel it back.
At least the little kindergarten girl is peeving on someone her own assumably age.
Look,
fucking the little Shota boy's getting fucking dicked down by a big boof MILF.
Your tonality is saying you think this is a bad thing, but then you're describing good things.
So the detective is already dead.
Watch Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. The first episode ends with her growing a penis.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Speaking of growing things in your body that you didn't expect, the detective is already dead, which I only watched the first half of the first episode. It's really good!
Yeah, the first episode is 50 minutes. And unlike the other show this season that has a 50-minute first episode, this one actually earns its runtime.
I'm going to say... I think the reason I didn't realize this was on the list is because I saw the title, and I was thinking of that, Rakugo Sherlock Holmes anime that aired 2 seasons prior.
So what you're saying is...
I'm illiterate.
You looked at the list and didn't click on anything. When I make this list, I include hyperlinks you can click on! So you can find it!
That would explain why the text is blue.
You think? I try. I make this so easy.
So the
and you make my life hell.
So the show is like if Sherlock was good.
Yeah. Hey. Well, do you wish Sherlock wore an incredibly cute dress and had white hair and was also sassy? Bang. And she shoots like a classic Flint style fucking rifle, and it's super classy. And the this is really weird. The animation
is so good. Holy fuck.
The animation is super great. All the backgrounds for the great animation suck dick.
Yeah, they do. It's like
it's distracting.
As far as I could tell, this studio hasn't they did Uzaki-chan. Never mind.
That explains why
Yep.
it looks terrible, except for the action.
Yep. I tried to give the second episode a try. I couldn't really get past like the first 5 minutes. I don't know why. Like the first episode's really good. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked what I saw. I don't know if I'll keep watching. I think this one is one I'm gonna pretty comfortably drop, but not a hate drop.
Yeah.
Like
I think you should at least finish the first episode because there is like
I plan
there's
to,
an
'cause I
actual
did really like
case
it.
they solve in the first episode.
Nice. I saw Detective was in the title, and the first half of that episode had no case in it, and I was let down because I love a good mystery. Columbo's a cool show.
Yeah, and then so the first episode ends with the main dude saying that like 3 years had passed and that detective girl just dies. And the start of the first episode is like he's in high school, and he still takes cases, but he's like, I'm not a detective, but if you need a sidekick, I got you, and he just solves cases.
That's weird.
It's based.
Okay, well, I'll give that a shot. The next anime on the list is the other anime this season that has a double-length episode, and it's boring. It's called Remake Our Life.
This is the first isekai on the list.
It's the worst time travel anime I've seen in a long time. And I watched Steingate Zero.
And he watches Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo Revengers is good, dog. You need to watch it. You need to give it a real chance.
This
and not project your inceldom on it.
This is the what if you got isekai as a liberal arts major, which just sounds like hell.
That's the funniest thing Sudoku's ever said.
This is the same studio that made Kiss X Sis.
Why is
that
Kiss X
explains
Kiss
what-
sound so familiar?
That explains why all the girl designs look that way.
Yep. We
let
have
me
to do an
type in
episode.
Kiss
Kiss
X
X
Kiss.
Sis.
Kiss X Sis is it starts on incest,
Oh, that's the best way to start anything, I guess.
but it's okay because you're not technically related. Babaka, now touch your sister's ass.
Both of them.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think I read a hentai, like, when I was 14 that had this exact same plot.
It was probably Kiss X Sis.
No, they were both
wait.
blondes.
I'm sorry. Did you just say you read a hentai that had the same plot as I fucked my sister? I'm sorry. That doesn't narrow it down, Moth.
Okay, you have to understand.
It's a lot out there.
So you have to understand, circa 2003, we didn't have the cool, like, doujin websites we have now. We didn't have Purine. We didn't have Sad Panda. We literally had to go to
We
dump
still
repositories.
don't have Sad Panda.
Yeah, okay, whatever. We had to go to, like, dump repositories where you just had to go off of a freaking title, and half them were in Japanese. So you'd start clicking through, and you're like, oh, a 15-year-old kid's dad is pegging him. Great. And like, so I don't remember what it's called. I just remember two blonde sisters rape a dude on his 18th birthday. That was the entire plot. And it's where that phrase, Satan guide my cock, comes from. And I'm just going to assume that's Kiss X Sis.
That's fair. That's a good assumption. So Remake Our Life was boring.
It
sucks 'cause I was
the
actually
worst
interested
thing
in it.
is, the worst thing about Remake Our Life is that it could have not been boring.
If the first episode was simply not 50 minutes long, it would have been fine. I would have been way more positive on it.
I gotta ask, if you guys haven't watched this episode, this show this season, that's fine. But did either of you try, like, the aqua trope on the white sand?
I was gonna put that on the list, but I assumed it would be too lesbian for you.
It's so boring.
No,
No, you have to
Hey,
understand.
I was right.
You have to understand, I watched shows with my wife, and my wife was like, oh man, this is going to be so fun because the art's really good and the animation's good and they do a lot of really great scenes. And for some reason, being in an aquarium causes fish to make women go into labor and stuff. It's just so boring. Like, the only character that's interesting is the semi-bisexual dude who doesn't want to work. It is so sad and boring.
Hey, that's me.
Anytime I'm looking at the next season to make these lists, if I see anything even remotely Yuri, I delete it unless it's really good, because I know there's no men in it for Moth to engage with.
Yep, really, it's bad. You got to realize I tend to watch things with my wife, so there's a chance I'll see it, Mike. And I did see this one, and it was boring, and I give it a 0 out of 10.
I'm sure it's actually like not bad, and you're just really cringe, as is usually the case.
It is honest to God got the pacing of like a snail sliding uphill in summer.
It's much like Remake Our Life,
Yeah!
which this show, I don't know what to say about it, because like it's not good, but it has so many, like, you know how like you take all your favorite ingredients and you make something out of it and you're like, yeah, I know how to make this, and then you cook it too long or not long enough and it just tastes bad. That's Remake Our Life. It has stuff I like. It's got someone regretting their past choices, the ability to like relive it, actually letting us view the mistakes they made along the way. It has like setup for characters in the future. It has like actual like arc where you get to see him succeed as things fall apart, and then it all is just boring and shittily put together, and sometimes you don't like, I lost track of what timeline we were in as the guy continued to he flashed back within flashbacks.
Yeah,
this is so
that happened.
stupid.
It was not good.
So yeah, Remake Our Life, 0 out of 10, literally unwatchable.
Yeah, it was hard to watch.
It's not the worst show this season.
Depends. I think I'm looking at the rest of the shows. I think this probably is my least favorite show this season.
Oh, really? Because
Damn.
Cheat Pharmacist is my least favorite.
Hey, we're skipping one. Hold on.
Yeah,
No. But if we're gonna say what our least favorite is, and we got that list right in front of us, I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna dead name my least favorite.
But why would you do that when we're almost there?
Okay, fine, whatever. This podcast sucks. We're gonna have Slurpees.
The next show is, and listen, Moth. We could have, you know what? Usually we do put a more structured list so that we could talk about things in order for how we like it, and we decided not to do that this time. We're just doing the list.
That's fair.
And the next one on the list is the case study of Vanitas.
My favorite.
Case study of vaginas.
It's your favorite? Really?
Yeah.
Like, listen, I think this is fine. It's gay anime vampires. Moth would probably get a kick out of it, because they're one of them's like airheaded, and I know Moth loves his himbos. But your favorite, really?
Yes, I've been keeping up with this one, and I like it a lot. Everyone in the show has fucking immaculate drip.
Yeah, no, and the production on the show is really good too.
It's Bones.
Oh, this is Bones, really?
Bones.
Yep.
Oh, that explains why it looks. You know what? You said it's Bones. I might actually go back and continue watching it.
Bones, and it's run by Funimation, which means you won't actually understand the real plot.
Shut the fuck up, Moth.
The plot in the show is so easy to follow. There's two types of vampires. One of them kills vampires, and you follow the inheritor of the vampire killing ability, but it's a human. Gasp! That's the plot.
It's a vampire doctor. It's raw. The second episode introduces this lady who comes from like a line of vampires whose job it is to kill like criminal vampires, and she carries around a coffin that's got a big ass gauntlet in it.
Wait. So it's Gungrave.
You just heard carries around a coffin and then said Gungrave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh God,
she doesn't
is she
swing
really
around
fat?
the coffin.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, she does.
If she's
she
really
actually does
fat
swing
and
around
eats
the coffin.
burgers, I'd be about it.
No,
But yeah,
real quick.
I think the show's pretty good.
Sudoku,
I think the show's pretty alright.
What? Is one of Dickinson's like cryptids that he keeps around him a bag that has unlimited burgers in it?
He only has
probably
one
pull
cryptid.
burgers out of the coffin. He pulls like a fucking minigun out of it.
Yeah, like it seems like he has an unlimited burger bag that he carries with him. Ow.
So in case there are Vanitas, I like the show a lot. Whatever. Watch it. It's really good.
Wait.
It's
I got the next one. Please.
okay. Take the next one because I don't like this one either.
Okay, so I'm going to destroy Cheat Pharmacist's slow life this way. I have a server filled with commandos that want nothing more than to impregnate Hollow from Spice and Wolf.
They got fucking daughters in the show.
And every single one of them hates the wolf in this.
Yep.
So that's how bad Cheat Pharmacist is.
And that the wolf is the only thing the show has going for it.
And that's not saying a lot.
Nope.
Because she overstays her welcome 30 seconds in.
I thought this was a pretty, inoffensive Iyashike, which means, a show that is, lazy-paced, that's kind of meandering. It's a show that's supposed to be real. It's a show that, yes, actually. It's a show that's supposed to be, more relaxing than anything. I thought it was fine. I thought it was inoffensive. I thought the wolf girl was kind of cute. And the ghost girl was funny.
0 out of 10. Literally unwatchable.
I think
what do you hate so much about it?
I think the idea
honestly,
of a ghost
the voice acting for the
good.
wolf, I actually considered watching it in English because her voice acting was so god awful, which is really, really funny. I hated her voice acting, and I'm going to skip just for half a second real quick. Battle in 5 Seconds has some of the best female voice acting I've ever heard from Obnoxious Cat Girl.
Yeah.
We'll get into Battle in 5 Seconds, but I want you to know I haven't been Battle in 5 Seconds is just Hunter x Hunter because that same Nyaruhodo girl is running the scheme again, and it's just we'll talk about it later, but
the way Moth's brain works is that if Moth recognizes something that isn't something else, he gets a little bit of that vibe from it, if you know what I mean. Moth is the kind of person that will see a JRPG and go, I'm getting a little bit of a Persona vibe from this.
The boss
you know what?
effect.
Pokemon actually has a Persona vibe.
Yes! Moth is cursed by the boss baby syndrome.
The hell is the boss baby syndrome?
Man who has only seen the Boss Baby sees second movie ever and goes, this is a lot like the Boss Baby.
That's like an actual thing. People have started, professionals have started saying boss baby syndrome.
Wait, what? Okay, could you repeat what it is again?
It's when someone who is maybe a little media illiterate sees something in the stuff they watch and immediately compares it to something similar to what they've already seen to say it's like that.
Okay, but what does that have to do with Boss Baby?
Because that's where the joke came from. It came from a tweet saying, dude who has only ever seen Boss Baby watch his second movie, getting a lot of Boss Baby vibes from this.
That doesn't make any sense. It's literally a sequel. That's like watching Shrek 2 and being
no,
like, man,
not the
this
second
reminds me of
Boss
Shrek.
Baby movie. A second movie ever.
Oh, okay, so that'd be like watching Shrek 2 and being like, I'm getting some Boss Baby vibes from this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so Suki Muchi Moonlight Fantasy.
A better show.
Wait. I want to know what about Cheat Pharmacist you hate so much.
Honestly, everything about it just screams low effort. It reminds me of Ascendance of a Bookworm, where the animators didn't give a crap, the mangaka didn't give a crap, the voice actors didn't give a crap. It just got shoveled out. It is the equivalent of when you used to buy cereal as a kid, and sometimes you'd get like a little game in it, but it wasn't Chex Quest, it was the honeycomb creature, and the game didn't even work, and we clicked on the screen, half the time the Chex creature would just kill himself and crash the game. That's Cheat Pharmacist Slow Life.
I do not have a strong enough.
I do not like it. I don't feel
I don't have a strong
it.
enough opinion on it. I do not feel strongly about it, so I will not defend it. I will just allow that to sit in the air, and someone can correct you.
It's not good.
Next up, though, something that is good: Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy.
Yeah, that's what
I will say
good
this.
isekai.
It is absolute wish fulfillment. I love it. My wife hates it. We dropped it after episode 2. But I love it. I adore it. I won't say anything bad about it.
No, I'm actually interested to watch more of it because it's got the isekai debuff. So immediately I was going in I'm going to fucking hate this. But
Yeah,
the fact
same.
that the MC is just an absolute fucking loser,
No,
but still
because that's what
overpowered,
people.
is good.
That's the same shit with Konosuba. I would say this is better than Konosuba because it doesn't pretend it's something it's not.
Okay, Doku, we should watch Konosuba sometime because you were gonna watch that and then immediately be offended that Moth doesn't like it because it's literally one of the best anime comedies.
I was watching Moonlit Fantasy and I was getting some Konosuba vibes.
You started getting it.
Man who's seen one isekai, I'm getting some isekai vibes from Full Metal Alchemist.
How is Full Metal Alchemist an isekai?
That's magic. The point. You're stupid. Actually,
the end of the first series was an isekai.
Oh, yes, fuck, you're right. I hate you. Actually, wouldn't that be a reverse isekai?
No, it would be... just because they end up in our world doesn't mean it's a reverse isekai.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that is what reverse isekai means. But it's not actually our world. It's an alternate history our world.
But if he goes back to our world, back to his world, is it a normal isekai again?
No, because he's not from that world. Now, there are characters from that world that come to... Okay, listen.
So then it's a reverse isekai and an isekai.
We're crossing the streams like it's goddamn Ghostbusters.
Dude, I crossed the streams once with my buddy in high school when we were both at the gym together and we just peed on each other's shoes.
The bottom line, Tsukimichi is actually a pretty fun isekai. I like the character. He's got the right amount of shit heel energy, but he's not a bad guy.
I would say my biggest issue with him is every girl falls in love with him immediately.
You know what? I would too if I was a giant Dragon Oni-san who saw a cat inside someone's mind.
That's fair.
I will 100% say that my biggest issue with that show is he gets a harem with the minimal amount of effort, and that's generally my issue with things.
Yeah, but I feel like, unlike most shows that try to justify it, the show doesn't try to justify it, which makes it funny.
And that's why it stands above Konosuba, because it doesn't try to justify its shitty existence, and I respect that.
See, that's why isekais are the hallmark movies of anime, and this is one of the good ones.
I'm telling you right now, idol stuff is the hallmark movies.
I'm sorry, Idol's not.
Harems, I don't care.
No, Idol's lifetime movies.
Yeah, yes, that's the exact comparison to make. Idol shit is the life, because a Lifetime movie doesn't come out every year, but when they do come out, 3 of them come out, and that one girl you don't talk to very much won't shut the fuck up about them.
Talking to you, Louis.
You know, actually, I would say that shonens are the hallmark movies.
No.
Yeah,
isekai.
No, battle shonen.
Isekai is the one. It's the comfy one. You know what I mean?
You're wrong.
Shonen anime is literally anime sports.
Okay, fine. Then mecha is the hallmark.
No, mecha would be mecha is literally the sci-fi movie channel.
No, because you can go to a mecha store and you can go to a Hallmark store. You can't go to an isekai
You can't go to a mecha store.
You absolutely
Hold up, babe. I'm going to the mecha store. You want anything?
Have you never walked into a freaking hobby shop? Half the store is run by Gunpla.
What do you think is at a Hallmark store?
Okay, when you go to the Hallmark store, half the stuff is Advent Gundam. It's just shit you set up for Christmas.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You mean Advent calendars? You said Advent Gundam.
Yes, Advent Gundam. It's the whole thing where you got the away in the manger, the freaking sorority scene, whatever it's called, with the Jesus.
Did you fucking? Oh.
Let it out, Doku. Don't keep it in. Let it out. You have to let it out.
Oh, you got me forgetting what the fuck they were called. Nativity scenes. Call a fucking nativity scene a Gundam?
You put Char in the middle right there. you just surround him with all the wing Gundams.
I want to fucking vomit.
The 3 wise men are wing Gundams because they're from a different universe. And Mary is just Char's gay lover. I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
So the Duke of Deppin is Maid.
Honestly, I'm so
genuine moth laugh I think I've ever heard.
The Duke of Death and His Maid is good because I can't wait to see the doujinshis that come out of it.
I love this show.
It's so cute. The only negative thing I can say about it is that the 3D models for the non-main characters are kind of poo-poo.
Yeah.
But it's super cute.
See, I'm desensitized to that because I watched High Score Girl.
Yeah.
Listen,
And this anime has way more polygons in it than High Score Girl did.
It looks like it's JC's staff, and the CG looks so fucking good for the main
Who
characters.
did High Score Girl? Was it JC Staff?
No.
Because it looks
so.
exactly the same as High Score Girl.
Listen, all I have to say is that there's something about a woman teasing another person.
JC Staff did High Score Girl.
Oh, okay.
Until they go crazy and put their hands on her and kill her. That I'm about.
Yeah.
You know, that says some stuff about me, I think.
It is so cute because like a lot of times those tropes were like they won't actually say they like each other. In the first episode, they both tell each other, "I love you."
I want to raw dog you so bad, but even with a condom, I'll kill you.
Yes.
God, when he plucks that rose and it wilts in his hand, and she's like, "All I can offer you is this wilted rose," and she's like, "Well, you know that giving someone a wilted white rose in the language of flowers means you want to be with them forever," and it's like, that's really cute.
Yeah, the second episode has a ballroom dance scene with those two, where they hover their hands around each other and dance, and it's really cute. And the third episode, they go to like a festival.
And she has big boobs.
I honest to God want to read a crossover doujinshi where he ends up in Zombieland Saga and can just go to town all he wants.
Oh. Yo, based? Moth coming in with the good ideas? Oh my god! You just turned me gay for 3 seconds.
Mike, do you watch a YouTube channel called Rescue Ranch?
No, that sounds really gay though.
Never mind. Your voice, you sounded exactly like Uncle Ben for a few seconds.
That means you're gonna die.
Actually, can we talk about my favorite anime of the season now?
I
guess we're gonna talk about the Dungeon of Black Company.
Wait,
all right, so
watch Duke Def Has Maid is really cute.
So
that's my main recommendation this season.
So I will say this. If I were to take my 3 favorite animes this season, Dungeon of Black Company and Idet and Deities Only Know Peace are constantly fighting for place 1, and then Battle in 5 Seconds is place 3. But Dungeon of Black Company is so good because it is a scathing satire of Japanese workplace practices, and yet it is consistently funny. The main character is the biggest scumbag on the planet, and he is such a treat to watch. And weirdly enough, even though it's a harem, it never feels overtly sexual. There is one character all the sexual frustration is put on, and every other girl character is not there to suck his dick, and I love it.
I got like 2 minutes into this show, and the main character got introduced, and immediately was like, "Oh, that's why Moth likes this show."
The main character
He's a piece
is
of shit.
What is Rance? The main character is Rance if he didn't rape everything.
I don't know what that means.
Rance?
What's a
Okay,
ranch?
Saying it again will not make me suddenly know what you're talking about.
The most well-known hentai protagonist of all time.
And a third time, folks, a third time, Moth has again. Still no idea.
All right, tell you what. Type in on your phone, because I know you do this while we're recording the episode. I will fill the dead air with talking. Type in Rance and type in Black Company and look at the 2 main characters side by side and tell me they don't even have the same stupid shit-eating grin.
I'll take your word for it. I think this guy looks like scumbag Kamina.
Yeah, he does. But tell you what, I will talk about Dungeon of Black Company. You do that right now. Just type in Rance. Type in Rance right now on your phone. Do it.
I'm doing it.
All right, Dungeon of Black Company is good because even though there's sexy women in the anime, they are sexy on their own terms. They're not being forced to be sexy to meet the male gaze's requirement. And
Wait, stop, Moth. That's the stupidest thing you've ever said in my goddamn life.
There's only one character who exists to be sexy to meet the male gaze.
Moth,
the first episode introduces like 2.
There's literally there's a giant dragon that when she transforms into a lolly, you see her naked body in the first episode.
Right, but after that point, she is always clothed. The chick might as well be a Sunni Muslim with how much clothing she wears. You okay, Mike?
I mean,
this show's pretty good.
Yeah,
this
show's alright.
It is my -- anime of the season.
It's really funny. I think the main character, he's a scumbag, but he doesn't just he's not always selfish. Although
No, he
his
is.
plans are all no. Well, that's the thing. Like he sacrifices the guy, but after he could have escaped, he turns around and is like, I'll convince this stupid dragon to be my bitch slave.
No, the core thing about him is he will never waste an asset. So as long as you are seen as worthwhile to him as an asset, he'll keep you around. And he holds to that the entire anime, and I really appreciate that his personality doesn't change.
He's I kind of want to keep watching this one. It's really funny. I like the Dragon Girl's really funny. She's one of the monotone type girls, but she's like she's constantly hungry, and if he doesn't feed her, she will just eat him.
Real fast, this next one before we get into it, am I missing something? Peach Boy Riverside is not the second season of another show. Am I correct?
It feels that way,
Yes,
doesn't it?
It is. The show's bad.
Okay, because my wife and I watched it, and because it's on Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll has this nice little thing where you can like check to see if it's the second season of something. Mm-hmm. And we actually we were 10 minutes into the first episode, and we didn't know what was happening, so we actually went back and so season 1, Peach Boy Riverside. There's no prior show where it was called Peach Boy. No, it's just Peach Boy Riverside. This is season 1. It is the most jarring season 1 I've ever seen.
Mike, before you joined the call, Moth and I were talking a little bit. We were talking about as I was bringing up my notes, and Moth was saying that he can remember every show perfectly, and I asked him to name something that happened in Peach Boy Riverside, and I don't know if what he said was true or not.
She cuts a walrus in half.
I don't even remember. That could be you could be wrong. I don't know.
That does kind of it's like a walrus bear monster, yeah. But this show is so fucking weird. The only good thing to come out of this show is that there's a rabbit girl in it with a scarf.
And honestly, I'm not entirely sure it's a girl. That is the most genderless rabbit creature I've ever seen in my life. And I've watched Maid in Abyss.
Let's just say they're a non-binary icon. I'm okay with that. I'll take the representation.
Hell yeah.
We already have a non-binary icon currently airing, and it's an Irumakun.
Oh, there's a non-binary character in Irumakun?
Yes, the character that for the longest time you thought is a cat boy, the mangaka 180'd their entire personality halfway through.
Oh. I need to go back to Irumakun. Irumakun, you know what, Doku? You should watch Irumakun. That show's funny.
Okay.
Honestly,
put it on a list, and I'll watch
Jazz is best boy. Jazz is absolutely my favorite boy in Irumakun.
Peach Boy Riverside sucks. Can we skip? Can we move on?
I will say, though, Peach Boy Riverside, I made it to the end of the episode. I didn't do that with Cheat Pharmacist.
So Peach Boy Riverside, the only thing I have to say about the show is that
what is happening?
It feels like there's an episode missing somehow.
Yeah,
this is the second episode. It feels like
this isn't even the second episode. This is the second season. I feel like there was a 3-episode OVA that happened before the show began.
You do not know the main character's name for 5 minutes, and she the first thing you learn about her, she goes, "I'm a princess." Well, not anymore.
Is she the main character though? That's the thing. She's not. She's looking for the main character.
What? You're fucking kidding.
No.
You're lying.
No. So it's really weird. There's some eternal peach thing, right? There's one peach that falls from the tree and lands in the river, and it changes the world. But what if there was a second peach, and she's the peach boy, even though she's not? It's fucking stupid. She has she literally goes sans Undertale at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
and it made me really upset
before it gets raw.
It's you're about to have a bad time, Mr. Walrus.
Yeah, no, don't watch this show. I put it on the list because the PV looked kind of okay, and the bunny girl was really cute. Don't watch this show; it's not good. So, what you should watch instead is my favorite show of the season, Sunny Boy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do this right now before we go any further. Sunny Boy has the villain of the season.
This show is so fucking good. This looks like a movie.
This is what I will say about Sunny Boy. I don't enjoy it, but I cannot ignore the fact that it is a masterpiece.
Yes.
It's
This is something
like
special. I can feel it.
the animation's fantastic. The little character moments are so good. It has ill-defined but cool abilities that like are all poppy and interesting.
By the
Like
way, help me settle this. The villain's ability is to impart a vision in your mind of a potential future that he can kind of navigate, correct?
I've only watched the first episode.
Yeah, I've only
Okay,
watched the first episode, so I don't know.
Okay, the second episode. So like at the end of the first episode, he looks one of the characters right in the eye, and you see a scene of all the kids like as withered skeletons that starve to death.
Oh, that I don't know what his like.
In the second episode, he does the exact same thing to somebody else, where he's like, "If you keep being a dick, you're gonna burn the whole forest down, and we're all gonna die." And I'm wondering if that's his ability.
I don't know, but when that scene happened, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what was going on. I thought maybe it was trying to imply that they're all been dead all along, which I would believe it. They were all stuck inside of like a fucking weird void school. But man, the show's so fucking cool. It's so cool.
You didn't watch the second episode. I will say this: there's a lot going on. They teleport. They start teleporting, and everywhere they go, the area they're at has unique rules that the other area doesn't have. So in the second episode, they spend
Oh, that's cool.
So like the school, everything restores and everything regenerates after a certain period of time. But if you break rules, people can enforce consequences on you. They then go to an island where infinite stuff can be generated, but if you don't trade for it, it catches fire.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck.
So Sonny Boy, I don't like it.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't like it, but it is a masterpiece. Watch it.
Yep. I'm going to keep up with this show. I meant to watch the second season this weekend, but things happened, so I did not. Or the second episode. Watch it. Also, the first episode, there's like no music until the very end. And it's really fucking cool when it happens.
It's emulating that they're in a void.
Yes.
Yeah, Moth. Man, sometimes you say smart stuff and it catches me off guard. High five.
How is that intelligent? It was made perfectly clear that they were in like a noiseless vacuum of space.
Yeah,
there's no depth to that.
Yeah, like I got that. And like for like the whole episode, I didn't even notice that there wasn't music until like they jump off and there's like water everywhere. And then the like main theme starts or whatever.
God, that's such a good moment.
It's very good.
Like they're falling through the void, and it's the exact moment where the school teleports and they land in the ocean. And you got that zoom in on that one guy's face, and he looks like he's about to murder them.
So they're heavily implying. Oh, by the way, he's the villain of the season. They're heavily implying that girl's ability is to get them home, but they have to basically go through trials. We don't know yet, but it's heavily implied that her ability is to navigate them as they're moving through these different dimensions.
That's sick. Ah, this show kicks. This show kicks, it fucks, it comes, baby.
So now, I hate to admit it, but the anime I didn't know was airing this season and I really wanted to watch is up next.
Yeah, Uramichi Oni-san.
I had no clue what to expect when I watched this show, and I did not expect like what it is. I thought this was going to be like a shoujo. Like just based on the poster on my anime list, I thought this was going to be a shoujo.
You know what's terrible is
wrong?
The studio behind this has done nothing but shoujos and like ecchi lights.
Yeah, like the art, like it's a shoujo art style.
No, I need you to understand.
I get it.
The series that did this, every single one of their series has the tag ecchi in it, and comedy and high school. They did Boku no Kanojo ga Machibaja, Rokyobu. They did like it's just all of it is just ecchi lollies even. So it's getting kind of sus for me.
I wanna. So what the show is, because this is a show that you kind of have to define for people, because it is a show about washed up children entertainers who are tired, and the director is decided to start leaning into that for the show.
It's Blue's Clues Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
Except,
So-
oh man, never mind. I hate Patrick Bateman, so I'm just gonna shut up.
You
Doku,
should. He's
what-
what?
He's
but
the
like-
villain. You should hate Patrick Bateman.
Okay, but how many weird, creepy guys do you know that like idolize Patrick Bateman?
Yeah, because
they're
people
weird and
have
creepy.
poor media literacy. Like, do you know how many people look at the Nazis and go, yeah?
Honestly, every time I look at their uniforms, I go, man, why did these guys have to be the bad guys? That's a dope-ass outfit.
Listen, the Nazis did have drip, but
Like, here's the thing. The British
Yeah,
had to
they
be the
were
good
dripping
guys.
with blood.
The British had to be the good guys. And did you see their uniforms? Garbage. Hot ass.
yeah.
Fun fact, Moth. The British also not the good guys.
You know why we won the Revolutionary War? Because we had bigger drip.
Honestly, we were rocking
so
pretty good drip.
So this show, Doku, I want to hear what you, because I don't want to poison the well at all with anything I might potentially say about this. What did you think of Uramichi Oni-san?
I thought the show was kind of based.
I thought it was a little bit red-pilled.
You didn't watch it. Shut the fuck up. I was really bored.
Okay, so I put this in notes. It's kind of unhinged because
It's very
pretty
unhinged.
much the same joke.
See, that's exactly what I was
24
feeling.
minutes.
For
And it's a good
for the
joke.
first,
But that
for the
worked
first-
for Bobobo.
Bobo was not the same joke.
Bobo
It is the
Bobo
same
was
joke.
the most random bullshit in the world thrown at
But
the
it was
wall.
the same joke over and over again.
No, it wasn't. Did you watch Bobo?
Yeah. One of the kids' attack was literally called Fist to the Backwind, and he had to grab his ass to do it.
Yeah, that's one joke.
That is not explaining that. Was everyone else's joke also farts?
No, but
that
they
was
all ran off
Gasser's
of
thing.
one joke.
Yes, but like this show, like it literally is the same. Like every character is the same joke.
But okay, here's the big but though, and I wasn't feeling it. And then they introduced the other entertainers, and one of them is a shitty, washed-up comedian who's very straight-laced looking and very cool looking, but he fucking eats it if you say anything vulgar to him. He has the most childish humor in the world, and at one point he just walks into the main character's like dressing room and he's like, "Hey, I just heard about this guy named Richard Werner. Have you ever heard of him?" And the guy goes, "No, I've never heard of him." And then he just starts laughing, and he's like, his nickname would be Dick.
That seems
he
great.
He just starts fucking, and the laughter is the most realistic laughing at your own joke laughter I've ever heard in my life. And he just doesn't stop, and he just leaves, and it's so fucking funny.
I wanna check out the second episode of this to see if it's like better.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
didn't
fine.
hate it. I just felt like it was a little too one note.
Yeah.
Like the second half of the episode, where the jokes start to be about the other characters, is when it starts to become a little bit more funny.
Yeah.
Like when he beats the shit out of a guy for telling a joke behind his back, it's like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
But there's the part where he like takes one of the mascot characters, like grabs him by their like collar and just drags him out onto the set. And it's just holding they're just holding the mascot like on camera and still doing the show. It's great.
Yeah, this is a nice fun show. If you like comedy and don't care about like the joke being the same very often, you might get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
watch
can't
it.
talk shit too much. Way of the House Husband is pretty much the same joke.
Yeah, but
like,
at least
the
this anime is
punchline's
animated.
Yeah.
All right, so up next, can I do it?
Go ahead.
Hunter x Hunter Season 2.
No, this is Dead Man
Battle in
Wonderland
5
season 2.
seconds after meeting.
Battle in 5 seconds after meeting, also known as Hunter x Hunter Season 2.
Nah, it's Dead Man Wonderland, bro.
It's way. If you're gonna compare it to anything, Dead Man Wonderland is way closer to a comparison.
I remember not enjoying Dead Man Wonderland, so this is Hunter x Hunter Season 2.
No, this is Dead Man Wonderland, but good.
So, okay, the idea behind Battle in 5 Seconds After Meaning is that a bunch of people are kidnapped and they're given a mysterious power that only they know, and they're forced to fight each other, and their fight starts in 5 seconds after they meet, and this is popcorn. This is just, it's fluff. It's like, it's not bad. In fact pretty entertaining. This is like just a good. Not a feel good, because it's edgy as shit.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
This is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna phrase it. If I'm just gonna mash up other anime to explain this.
As you do.
So imagine the character drama and setting of the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when he's still on Kaiba's Island. All right. Then take the fights of JoJo season 4, not season 3, not season 5, season 4, and combine them into a battle tournament.
You know, I usually will make fun of you for your shitty comparisons and stuff. That's not too bad, because this is just JoJo fights.
It's Dead Man Wonderland Danganronpa, bro.
Yeah, actually.
Half of your ability against your opponent is them not knowing your ability.
Bro,
No. That's literally the main character's ability.
The main character's ability is the most Kino shit.
The main character's ability is that his ability becomes whatever he convinces the other person his ability is.
Yeah.
Yep. It's so fucking cool.
And let's not forget the best part. Naruhodo is back.
Oh, the cat girl is so fucking hot. God damn.
I don't even think she's attractive. I love what their voice actor's doing. Their voice actor is going so hard. I respect her so much.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like, at first I was like, this voice is kind of annoying. Then it got good.
I look forward to watching more of this. It's just entertaining televisiano.
It's my third place anime.
Speaking of entertaining televisiano, and unfortunately, this was a last minute ad because
I didn't even think I was going to enjoy it. That's the thing. Okay. I saw it on Crunchyroll. I'm like, oh, this looks generic as hell. But it's on Crunchyroll. I'm going to watch it, and I'm so glad I did.
This show was originally on the list, so I can't give Moth too much shit for not looking at the list. Because it was on the list, and I took it off because originally this was going to be last episode, but I wanted to have Frogbird on.
I didn't watch
that. It's fun. You should actually. It's called Editen Deities No Only Peace. This is just Dragon Ball.
It really is. So you only watched the first episode, right, Mike?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna let you. So full disclosure. Remember how Goblin Slayer did that thing where it's like, haha, this is there's horrible, grotesque violence and rape.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop a content warning for everybody. Only in the first episode. There's scenes in the second episode, but they're not as bad. In the end of the first episode is the most Stanley Kubrick rape scene I have ever seen in my life.
It's really fucking like the entire episode is classic Dragon Ball. Goku fights the Red Ribbon Army. And then at the end, some soldiers invade a church that's burning to the ground and rape a nun. And it's like, I didn't want or need, and like it's artistic rape, and that makes it a lot worse.
Yeah, it's so censored. That's the worst thing. Is like it is so censored, and yet it is somehow more grotesque than any other rape scene I've ever seen. It
fucking ends on her being pounded and her just going, please God save me. It's really fucked up.
Well, okay. And so there's something, there's like show don't tell, and then there's tell don't show. And it's so weird to me because most of the time I don't think sex scenes add to the quality of anything. This scene, without showing any dick, without showing without showing like penetrative sex, without showing anything, this scene has been the most impactful rape scene I've ever seen in my life.
It's really uncomfortable. Like, as someone who is a survivor, and you know what, I made fun of Moth for doing trigger warnings because I felt like he was just doing it to try and appease people that he thinks are Tumblrite SJWs. No, that I actually appreciate that. Now, with that said, if rape is very triggering to you,
stop. Maybe... Don't watch this anime.
But if you can deal with it, it's. I mean, except for that one. If that one scene wasn't in the first episode,
Mike, keep watching.
Yeah.
So no. Just so think of the Red Ribbon Army, but the Red Ribbon Army has to do the worst things. Like, they are conditioned to be the worst. Like, they are conditioned to burn children while their families watch. They are conditioned to rape men while their wives watch. They are conditioned to do the most inhumane acts possible and to get praised by it by their military commanders, because all of their commanders are demons, and people committing atrocities fuel them.
It's like Monsters Inc.
No. It is somehow
Sully, no.
it is somehow the most lighthearted and most serious anime of the season, and I don't know how it managed that.
It's really weird, like, because like straight up, like there's a lot of like disembowelment in the first episode, a lot of like.
You need to watch the third episode, Mike.
You know what? I'm actually excited. I think unlike Goblin Slayer seems like a show that is only the first episode is edgy, and the rest is just boring.
What? Did
Only
you not watch the last battle arc?
Why would I continue to watch a show that's boring?
I'm saying, like, don't say only the first episode is bad if you didn't watch the rest of it. Goblin Slayer consistently has rape themes.
I said edgy. But like there's more implications of rape. There's the second episode. The second episode features a rape that's more tastefully done than the shit in the first episode.
I don't like the phrase "tasteful rape." That seems like an oxymoron.
I mean, I'm talking about the depiction of rape. Like, I'm not talking about the act. I'm talking about the depiction.
It's like, let me grab a coat hanger and say, "We're not done here."
No, I mean, look, there's ways to depict things in media without causing people to have panic attacks.
And yet, this anime managed to depict something without even depicting it, and it was somehow the worst thing I've ever seen as far as a rape scene goes.
Moth, I don't think you can say that Ida depicted it without depicting it, because the artsy like rape scene in this, like,
the kaleidoscope Beatles bullcrap.
It's shadows of fucking soldiers picking up a girl's body and just fucking her, like, comically, like swinging her around. It doesn't show you the literal penis going in the vagina, but you know what's happening. Like, there's no implication. It's explicit.
Look, I'm gonna say this: if you want a masterclass on how to do the most uncomfortable rape scene known to mankind, just watch the last 30 seconds of this anime.
Or watch the movie Super. That's also got an uncomfortable rape scene in it. Anyway,
wait, what's Super? Like Super Size Me?
No, it's a James Gunn movie.
Oh.
It's a good movie. James
wait, the pedophile, right.
He's not a pedophile. He made some jokes.
Yeah, but he consistently made the joke over the course of like 6 months. That makes me uncomfortable.
He was like one of those. He was like one of those, like,
he
edgy
made those
filmmakers.
Moth, you're someone that will defend people who are far right, who say worse things than making pedophile jokes 10 years ago. Shut the fuck up.
Hey man, you guys still won't leave JonTron alone.
What do you mean won't leave JonTron alone? I don't talk about JonTron. He's stupid.
He did the fireworks song, Mike. He did the firework.
Yeah, this has been the We Hate Anime podcast, the only anime podcast that Moth just refuses to have, like, a good start and a good ending, and just the middle be okay. That's Moth. Moth's like, I'm gonna make sure the beginning's bad. I'll make sure the ending's bad, but the middle will be good. It's gonna be a shit sandwich, and you're gonna fucking
say it's a reverse shit sandwich. It's like normal shit sandwiches. You have 2 delicious pieces of like the sourdough bread, and then you just have poop in the middle. In this situation, you take a poop and you slice it in half, and you fill it with the bruschetta, and you fill it with perfect garlic aioli, and you get the perfect sun-dressed tomatoes, and you put that between the poop.
You heard it here first, folks. The We Hate Anime podcast is the Double Down of shit sandwiches.
Hey, Double
Yeah.
Downs are good.
Now, remember, like, subscribe, smash that MFing like button, hit that bell, and watch my chivalry video.
Yeah, you should watch
Yeah,
that.
those
It's
were
something
good.
Moth made that didn't infuriate me.
I wanted to see if I could make a video in 2 minutes that could fit in Twitter.
And you did.
It was good.
I know. I was actually
Congratulations.
All right, well,
I don't think you rendered it properly to upload to Twitter, but it's a good first try.
Look, the main render was meant for YouTube. I just wanted to see if I could keep it under 2 minutes.
And it was very entertaining. You should make more of those because it was funny.
The problem is, like, I'm getting to the point where chivalry is now making me mad, and I'm actually not having as much fun as I was. Because, like, when you play a new game and you suck at the multiplayer, you're like, haha, I'm dying, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the point where, like, a dude decapitates me with a weapon I know doesn't have that reach, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, a fighting game content creator, Brian F, made a video about that, like, relatively recently, where they're, like, at the beginning, like, when you first start playing a game, like, your fun level is your fun level is at your highest, and is where your expectations for yourself is at the lowest. And, like, the closer those two lines get together is, like, the more you start to get frustrated.
I will say right now, because you talked about a fighting game content creator, Mortal Kombat, every entry in the series has consistently been the most enjoyable game for me, because a lot of Mortal Kombat's content happens offline. And I genuinely appreciate that Mortal Kombat's like, let's have a fun story mode. Let's give you a 20-hour game to enjoy before you ever go online.
Oh yeah, no, Mortal Kombat single player content is the best in the industry.
Seconded by Soul Calibur.
Yes. I think every other fighting game is very far behind those two. I think Strive was a little better. I think
Strive was nice because you got a 4-hour movie.
Yeah, I think Guilty Gear XR was a little better about it. Blaze Blue was way better about it. But like,
I'm really glad to know that I am on a podcast with Soul Calibur appreciators. That is important.
Soul Calibur's space.
I need Mike. I need you to know how many times I masturbated to Taki in Soul Calibur 2. All right.
Yeah, me and you, we're clasping arms together. Taki and Ivy for life.
Lardo is gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna crank up my gain. I'm gonna whisper. Get ready. I need you to know. I need you to know for 5 seconds, Mike. Like the fact that they rendered her nipples in that outfit, in that red jumpsuit, and you gotta see that jiggle with realistic Dreamcast physics. I'm gonna lose my shit. All right, we're back.
Okay, but yeah, so Mortal Kombat single player content's fucking great. Those games suck.
Fuck you.
I'm actually thinking about poor Lardo right now. Like, he's going through this entire podcast. He's like at the 1 minute or the 1 hour 32 minute mark. He's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. But yeah, this is Mortal Kombat. That's why Mortal Kombat sells so much, even though the game fucking sucks.
No, Mortal Kombat sells so much because despite the fact that the game sucks so much, because it looks like a shitty DC movie.
That too.
No, Mortal Kombat does well because it's fun. Mortal Kombat goes, hey, let's take your G.I. Joe action figures, let's take your Lego Ninjago action figures, let's take your Alien 1993 comic book action figures, and let's make them kill each other in fun and creative ways. It doesn't have to worry about balance, it doesn't have to worry about mechanics, because at the end of the day, you get go-kart and pachinko and weird-ass bubble bobble, and you get to have fun with Mortal Kombat.
Yep. The last really fun Mortal Kombat game was
Deception.
3.
Deception.
You know, I was going to say 3, but then you said Deception, and I was like, "Fuck, you're right."
No, the golden age of Mortal Kombat, I kid you not, started with Deadly Alliance, and it was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And then Deception came out, and the single-player story mode was phenomenal. The combat was phenomenal. The fatalities were great. You had literally a Mario Kart game. You had Tetris in a Mortal Kombat game. And then Armageddon signaled the end of it, because while it had a really fun character creator, at the end of the day, Armageddon just wasn't as fun as Deception. And then after that, we kind of got 9. And it was like, okay, at least I got Smoke.
9's good.
You know what? I'm gonna hit with the incredibly controversial opinion. The best Mortal Kombat game is Killer Instinct.
I thought you were gonna say Sub-Zero's Legacy, and I was gonna hang up.
I liked that game as a kid, but no, it's Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct is the best Mortal Kombat game.
I've never played Killer Instinct. So
Killer Instinct
If
is
you
the
had said Play
platonic
Fighters, it would have been
ideal.
funner.
I play Play Fighter.
Killer Instinct is the platonic ideal of what a Mortal Kombat game should feel like.
Yeah, you know what? He's not wrong.
It should feel good, and
Except Killer Instinct is inherently flawed in the fact that there are unlimited combos in that game.
No, dude.
No,
okay,
you can break out of combos. That's like the whole game. You can break out of them.
Anyone who plays like Halo or Killer Instinct, they understand how much you come a little bit more every single time you get one of those fucking Kill-tacular or Ultra Combo. It feels good. It feels sexual. It feels gratifying. You live your life a little bit more every single time.
Yeah, like Killer Instinct's whole thing is like you break out of the combos. If you want to like games with infinites, you got Marvel.
Yeah, I can show you a
Versus
motherfucking infinite.
Capcom
Let's
4.
go.
You got fucking HNK with basketball combos. That game's sick.
All right, so that's been the We Hate Anime podcast. I follow Sudoku on Twitter. His thing is Sudoku FGC.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I had a very nightmarish experience last night involving my Twitter.
Go ahead.
I was at a tournament. I went to an in-person tournament last night, and
Oh, no.
I was playing some casual Guilty Gear with someone.
You're playing Super Smash Brothers, and a guy asked you how old you were.
No, they didn't have Smash there. I was playing some casual Guilty Gear with someone, and we were playing some, and then they asked me my name, and I said, oh, I'm Sudoku. And then they said, oh, I love your Twitter. I was like, oh, no.
Yo!
Oh, no.
I will say, though, for doing shout-outs, special shout-out to Astrag. He has been our silent listener for so long. I just appreciate him. You guys never talk to him, but like there's a guy, his name's Astrag. He's a pharmacist. He's a really cool guy. And every so often he just messages me and tells me what he likes about that week's episode. And honestly, he doesn't get the shout out he deserves.
Base.
He's pharmacist on Twitter. All he does is retweet titties. Generally the same fetishes I like, so I respect that even more.
Base.
Well, thank you, Pharmacist, for listening to the podcast. We do appreciate you, as we appreciate everyone who listens to the podcast and reaches out to us.
No, there's some listeners I could do without.
We appreciate.
Listen,
I appreciate
listen.
all of you.
Yeah,
No, there's like we got this dude from Poland. Like, I just every time he comments on one of our YouTube videos, like I just want to go to Poland and fight him.
I too want to go to Poland and take him, if you know what I mean.
Fuck.
Sexually.
God damn it.
I could take on 4 co-hosts at once.
In a fight,
In a
right?
fight?
Yeah, in a fight.
Okay. Oh yeah, you probably could.
Look, if I pin you, you get my ass. You pin me, you get my ass. It's whatever.
If I pin you, you get my ass.
Yeah.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
So everybody, that's been the You Got My Ass podcast. Please join us next time when we watch
City Hunter.
That show again? City Hunter. I almost said like Sonny Boy again. I don't know why. I'm tired.
Is this Sonic
We're
or Sunny Boy?
recording 5 hours later than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really
That's
weird.
my fault.
So I'm gonna go run in 80-degree weather with my husky now. So catch y'all later.
Nice.
See you next time.
Good night.
I'm gonna go get musky with that husky.